Now we will take a look at the next section on experimental chemistry, and we will be focusing on separation technique, something that you have already done in Sec 1, but we will be looking at some of the techniques in greater detail, and we will be adding a few more separation techniques that you have not done before. But I think most importantly is that you actually have a very good overview of what all these separation techniques entails and how do we choose the right separation technique to separate the components of different mixture. Okay, so here are the learning objectives. Okay, there's quite a lot over here, so that's why this part will be divided into quite a few sections over here. All right, so we'll be looking at the separation and purification of components of mixtures, and the separation techniques involve the whole list over here. Use of a suitable solvent, filtration, crystallization, evaporation, sublimation, distillation, fractional distillation, separating funnel, paper, chromatography. I can even add in another one, which is magnetic attraction, okay, as well over here, although it's not stipulated in the syllabus. All right, so if I were to actually highlight what are the techniques that you have not learned in Sec 1, I would say fractional distillation, separating funnel, sublimation would be those that have not been covered, and maybe crystallization, okay, have not been covered in Sec 1. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so if you and what we are going to do is we will start off by looking at the type of mixtures that are given to us. So we'll be dealing with solid mixtures, solid liquid mixtures, and liquid mixtures, and then we will see what are the choices in terms of a separation technique to separate different types of mixtures. And then the last two learning objective will be related to this separation technique known as chromatography. Okay, so I will elaborate more when this technique is being explained. All right, so this is a brief introduction. We have learned previously that pure substances are important. So there is a need for us to convert mixtures into pure substances. And the way to do that is to use a separation technique over here. Okay, and which separation technique that we choose, okay, is mainly dependent on the physical properties of the substances in the mixture. Okay, sometimes it will also depend on a second factor, okay, which is what do you wish to obtain. Okay, sometimes you may not have a choice of obtaining all the different substances in the mixture, and depending on what you actually want, you will have to, it will determine which separation technique you eventually choose. Okay, so I've actually prepared a summary, a very nice summary for you on page 12 of your notes. Okay, this summary, we will keep revisiting it so that you can get a very good overview. Okay, just to show you very quickly, right? So I start off with looking at mixtures, and there are three types. Okay, depending on whether it's solid liquid, or liquid mixture, you will have all sorts of different separation technique, okay, that will be used to separate them. Okay, but how do we choose this separation technique? It will depend on the physical property of the substances in the mixture. So all the physical properties are written over there. All right, but we will come back to this chart